Harmony Williams, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Royal Ones Network. And I want to tell you a little bit about me. Long story short, I didn't have a perfect life. Like many of us, some did have a perfect life maybe, but I didn't. Unfortunately, I experienced in the very beginning having two parents in a home to, boom, now it's just me and my mom, I had other people that helped, raise me, my aunts and my grandparents, they helped her, raise me. But on the positive note, out of that was very, something that was very traumatizing for me. Amongst other young ladies specifically, I think it's important that you have, your mom and father, and if you don't, having a mother figure or a father figure, I think it's very important on the development and, growth. That's very important. So I did have, people that were, that father figure. It's important. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. And I believe that. I didn't really understand that, but now I really understand that. Growing up, on a positive note, like I said, on a positive note, my mom, she was heavy in the community. She still is involved heavily in the community. She's, helped people with drug and alcohol, overcoming that. She's helped the homeless as well, feeding them and offering her time in the shelters. And now she even mentors, young people through martial arts. And it's just funny that growing up that now I'm doing the same thing. Hey, when they say raise up a child in the way they should go, and when they old, they would not depart. With all that, I have a passion for helping people. And I felt like one day God just said, look, girl, do it. And the reason why I say that is nothing goes to waste with God. So all the things that I've gone through, broken home, I've gone through so much, and it's now become like the fuel of what I'm doing in the community. And it's like, if you're going to, don't just talk about it. That's what I heard. Don't talk about it, be about it. Do something about it. So this is what I'm doing. I realized that there is a need for more shelter for single women with children. It was reported to me that even just in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles alone, that there are women and children sleeping on the street. That disturbed me. And there's other programs who were passionate and have the funding and the resources to help, a certain amount of homeless families or just individuals. But mine was specifically for the single women with children. Life happens, and it's not always drugs or mental health or lack of education. Sometimes life just happens, and they hit a rough end, and they need that help to get back on their feet. And that is one of the things I was very passionate about, and I got confirmation, and that is what I'm doing. Also, another thing, I have teenagers, and I once was a teenager as well, and the importance, like I said, to have mentors. It is so important. Not just anybody, but people that have been through life, people that are positive, people that are godly, that give you godly advice. I think that's very important in the shaping of our youth, especially today. And so that's when the birth of the Royal Ones Sorority came about. And also, hopefully in 2019, we'll have the one for the men, the Royal Ones Fraternity. And of course, that will be, the men will teach the men, and I'm going to stay over here with my sisters, and we're going to, pour into these young ladies. So many young ladies are misguided, and I see it daily. I hear stories from, my children, and it's just really sad. Sometimes it's not even the parents' fault, the way society is, the way it is now. Mom, she's single most of the time, a broken relationship. Or sometimes she may be married, and the parents, both of them may have to work long hours, and who's looking after that child, that teenager, and so they're kind of figuring out life on their own, without the proper guidance. That is where the Whirlwind Sorority comes in at. So everything that I've experienced in my past, even my mom working long hours and her not being able to be there. I am grateful though that I had, positive people in my life to teach me some things. I didn't know everything. Some things only life can teach you, but they've instilled in me a lot that, shaped my destiny. And, like my godmother, just different people, God allowed in my life, but some people don't have that. So this is what the Whirlwinds Network has to offer. And again, like I said, if you say, well, how can I help? This is awesome. There's so many ways you can help. One, you can donate. That could be your time. That could be your resources. That could be finances. That could be a like, share, comment. There's so many ways to pour in and pour seed into people who have ministries or businesses and things like that, nonprofits, and that is important. So you guys would just jump in. Hey, you ain't got nothing to do? Come over here, jump in. We'll give you something to do. No. That's what it's all about, though. So even other people who may have other things, we want to be a part. We want to get involved, and we want to network. We want to allow God to move in people's lives. Like one of my previous mentors said, God moves through people, and it's true. We're not here just to sit. So if you say, well, I don't know what to do, I don't have anything to contribute, you do. Just get in.